feel the burning. I feel the burning. I feel the burning.
We can set the world on fire, on fire, on fire. We can set the world on fire, on fire, on fire.
I feel the burning in my heart.
We can set the world on fire, on fire, on fire. We can set the world on fire, on fire,
I feel the magic. Can you feel it? I feel the fire. I feel the burning in my heart. Can you feel it? Feel the fire. I feel the burning in my heart. I feel the burning in my heart. I feel the burning. I feel the burning in my heart.
we can set the world on fire, on fire, on fire. We can set the world on fire, on fire, on fire.
I always find it hard to breathe. Right, evening everybody. I am back again for another mixing session. Let me just turn this down a bit. Hopefully you're all having a good evening, good day, wherever you may be after the fact and all that jazz. Yeah, so today, it's just a very quick short intro. Nothing exciting to report. So today what am I doing today? Pretty much, I think just working on some Earcandy for that remix, because that's kind of like the next stage I need to get done, and then whatever else happens on this track happens when I get some ideas. So that's the plan today. So I was supposed to be doing this at the weekend, but things just get away from you. Motivation was low. I just really wasn't feeling up to it, so I thought, right, I'll do it today, then at least you can see the process. So hopefully, yeah, we'll see, and maybe I might work on something that it was just an idea I was noodling around with. I don't know. Maybe I'll do that later. I don't know. We'll see. Depends how long it takes me to get this done. So I'll do a couple of hours, just trying not a super long stream this one, because it's like there's only so much Earcandy you can do. But yeah, I'm gonna give it a go, and then we'll see where it ends up from there. So what I will do, as much as I like this track, let me bring this down a bit. And what I do need to do, probably first thing first. Oh no, actually, you know what? It's fine. Let me pause this. Because I've got to get this remix done. I need to get it finished. And mostly I'm making myself do this because in the spirit of finishing tracks, this is something that I just have to do. I don't want to leave it half finished and run out of steam on it, so to speak. So the plan is today I'm going to grab all these little bits of vocals, and a bit like what I did last week with chucking out. What did I do last week? Yeah, chucking out, I did that one bit and reverse exported it, chucked it into Audacity, so I'm going to do that today. And yeah, we'll kind of take it from there, I guess. Yeah, so basically all of these bits of vocal leading into these gaps especially, I'm just going to block, export all of those sounds, and then I could just bring them in as I need to, and it'll just let me edit the track quickly. So I think that's the plan. That is the plan. So that's what I'm going to do now. Just I want to bring in. I need to check what I've actually got going on, and then we'll export a bunch, and then probably reverse a whole bunch at once, and then I can bring them in. But adding the reverb, this is the bit that's a pain. It's a real pain.
Come on, baby, let me see you pick your heart off the ground.
So I should probably put this in as well here, right? So let me turn off my chain here, because I want this to be unaffected by that. So
come on, baby, let me see you pick your heart off the ground.
Should I do this one as well?
Come on, baby, let me see you pick your heart off the ground.
Let's see. I've done this, but you know what? I might just redo them all so I know where I am. So this one.
Come on, baby, let me see you pick your heart off the ground.
That's definitely something that I need to do. So what I'm going to do is, if I take it, I'm going to take how many bars? That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Seems like too many. I kind of want to take 8 bars, but that's just too much. Let me take 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That should be all of it, right? We'll do that.
Come on, baby, let me see you pick your heart off the ground. Yeah, I'll dust it off now and find out.
And so what I should be able to do with that is where's my output channel?
Come on, baby,
let's put a bit more reverb on it. Where's it going? It's out here, out here, out here, out here. Here we go. So we're going to slap a reverb on the top. Big one, like so. Do that.
come on, baby, let me see you pick your heart off the ground. Yeah, I'll dust it off now and find out. Come on, baby, let me see you pick your heart off the ground. Yeah, I'll dust it off now and find out. Come on, baby.
But what I need is actually, maybe I do need to make it 8. So we'll do this. We'll mute this little section down here.
Come on, baby, let me see you pick your heart off the ground. Yeah, I'll dust it off now and find out.
And then I can play the whole thing on reverse here and just snip out the bit that I want, I guess. I'll maybe mute the track, or cut it. So at least that way I can. Right, okay. Let's get going. Let's get exporting. Let's export this out. It's got the extra reverb on it. We're going to do that. Reverse it. Put the reverb on it again. Where are we putting this? We will put this in. Put it in samples. Yeah, put it in swells, and then we'll create its own folder. Shadow armies. I think that's what I'll do. Yeah, there we go. I don't know if that shows up on stream, does it? Okay, that's fine. But either way, I'm creating a little folder here. So if we call it verse 1a verb 8 bars, and then I know how long that is, right? And then I can export, remove end silence. Okay, that should be good. That's 8 bars there, so that's one. We've already got one, which I did this one last week. So let me move on to the next one. What have we got here? Let's re-enable that. Mute this one. What have we got here? Do maybe 4 bars on this one.
And find out. And find out.
I think that'd just be nice to have. Let's do this one. Just bear with me a second while I export this. Yeah, but hopefully everyone's doing alright. Like I've not too bad a week, to be honest. It's been alright. Just been busy as usual. Verse 1a verb. Let's find out 4 bar. 4 bar. Okay. Because I think I need to re-import them, then add a reverb again, and then flip it back around, and then when I play it normally, it should come out all right. That's the theory. That's the theory. And what I think I might do is sidechain the normal vocal against it, so then I can like fade it out, because I don't want it. I don't think I want that effect all the way through when the actual drop is happening, just for the build up really. And I think I want to do a bit for the piano as well, just because like I was not even today I was listening to it, but just something in the back of my head. It's just like, okay, let's do this as well. Okay, what have we got here?
Come on, baby, let me see you pick your heart off the ground. Yeah, I'll dust it off now and find out. Come on, baby, let me see you pick your heart off the.
Okay, so that's the same as this one here, isn't it? It is. It's the second half I need. It's this one.
Gonna show you all these little things that I know about. Gonna show you around, you'll find out. Gonna show you all these little things that I know about. Gonna show you around.
So really what I want is, let's re-enable that. What I want is this section here.
Gonna show you all these little things that I know about.
Yep, this is the one I want. So then if I go and clone this for a second, just so I can do a quick edit, get rid of these, and then I can make that 8 bars and play that here, like so.
Gonna show you all these little things that I know about.
Okay. I'll tell you what though, I am still reeling a little bit off of that flipping XCOM game. That was not a fun experience. I'm still a little bit sad that I screwed up so badly. It is just, that's an embarrassing moment for me. But, you know, it's part of the game. It's part of the fun. Hopefully, at the very least, it was entertaining. Certainly keeping me interested, that's for sure. But it is a bit on the long side. But yeah, let's have a look here. What am I doing? Yes, here we go. So that's going to be verse 1b, verb 8 bar. So that's where I feel I need the next one. So if we export that, as we do, like so. Right, what's next? Let's see. Let's see. But yeah, it's just these ear candies, man. They just take a little bit of time to make, I suppose. I can delete that now. I've got to be so careful when I do this.
You'll find out.
Don't think we need it there. What else have we got? We got another one here. What's this?
All these hiccups only kick up, try to leave you unfound. All these hiccups only kick up, try to leave you unfound. All these hiccups only kick up, try to leave you unfound.
I think that'll do nicely there. Then at least I can. Well, the plan is really I'm just going to export a bunch and then import a bunch, and I think that's that. Just do it in a batch, and then at least it will give me more time to just arrange. Because if I do them one by one, I'm not going to be able to hear it in context properly. So at least it's going to take me a minute. This is why I wanted to do it kind of off stream, but we are where we are. We are where we are. 2A verb 8 bar, right? That's right, isn't it? Verse 2. Remove end silence. So we'll print that bit out. There we go. Should be 8 bars now. I believe. Right, there we go. Is that 8 bars? Oh no. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 6 bars. Ah, shoot. I'm gonna have to reprint that. Okay. Export that. Sorry, you can't even see this bit as well, which I'm keenly aware of now. I should really just share desktop. That might work. Hopefully it doesn't matter too much. Alright, so there we go. Shadow armies. There we go. That's the one. Right. Helps if I can count, right? Always useful. There we go. Export 8 bars. That's 2. What next? Let's see.
All these hiccups only kick up, try to leave you unfound. Got it tied up and bound, you'll find out.
I shouldn't need it there because I've chopped it going into that break. Is that drop even? So it should really be the next one I need.
All these hiccups only kick up, try to leave you unfound. Got it tied up and bound.
It should be something like this. Hang on. Let's have a look here. Which I don't even know which phone that was from. Okay. That's right. Twitch notification. There we go. Let's see. Where am I looking? This one?
All these hiccups only kick up, try to leave you unfound.
No, not that one. This is going to be over here. Trying to keep track of this is a little bit tricky. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's correct. Okay, now this is where I have to chop this out again. Let me grab this. Put this over here. Grab this. Remove the echoes out. Mute that one as well.
Shadow armies have a bounty and I'm tracking them down.
This is the one I need. Export that. I hope this works anyway. Like I know I kind of was on the right lines when I did it last time. It was just a very quick experiment because I've not done it for a while. So let's do that. That's 2B 8 bar. That should be working well, hopefully. Ah, I did that wrong as well. I didn't cut the in silence. Bear with me a second. I've got to export it. If I do it wrong, I have too much silence on the end, and then the timing is just awkward because then I have to find out what it is and then chop it out, and it's just a bit of a. If I can avoid doing the work, I will, because I don't want to make it harder for myself than it already is. So let's do that now quickly. There we go. That's that one. then hopefully I can just work out a couple of these ideas just to get this thing finished off. That would be pretty cool, or at least close to finished, right? Because I'm always in the market for ideas. Let's have a look here. Piano. Piano was something that was bugging me. If I get rid of that now, we can always come back to. Oh, wait. It was this one, wasn't it? Dear, oh dear. This is the tricky bit.
Armies have a bounty and I'm tracking them down.
So let me export the piano as well. Let me find the piano. Where's the piano? Piano. Here it is. Right.
Shadow armies have a bounty and I'm tracking them down. Shadow armies have a bounty and I'm tracking them down.
I was wondering why it sounded a bit flat, and that's because it hasn't got my processing on the top. So that's fine. Not that there's much, but it just sounded quieter. I was like, oh, why is it sounding weird? And then I remembered it's got some bits missing. So if I grab this, and then I should be able to really, I only need the first strike of the key, I think. So let me grab this. Let's copy this over here. Just pop it there for a moment. We'll get rid of all this. We don't need that for a minute. All this. Do that. And if we do that, as export this section here. We'll get to the more exciting part shortly. I promise. Right, here we go. Nope, wrong one. Just gotta get in the right folder. Yep. And then I go piano. First one. A verb 8-bar. So the plan is, if I can do it with that as well, just to add a little bit of something that just feels missing. Just wish it was easier to do in this DAW, really, but you know, we persevere, and I'm certainly not one for cracking software, so although I don't judge those who do, it's just not something that I'm willing to risk, to be honest. I think it's just because I'm of that age. It's not worth the aggro, do you know what I mean? It's not worth the aggro. Right, let's grab that here. Let's pop that on there. Now we have the piano that's been reversed, which is not bad. I don't know if I should take this hit as well. We'll decide that in a minute. Let's take that off. Let's put... I just want to check it sounds alright and make sure I haven't done anything wrong here. Thinking of what atmosphere I can put in as well, but let me try. I've got to take off that reverb as well. Let's grab Audacity. That's where we are now. This is where we live. Where's Audacity? Audacity, come on. Here we go. Because for now, if I share this one, so then you can see what I'm doing. Hopefully, there we go. That's better. Alright, just bear in a second, let me go find these files, and then we can start reversing them, and then I've got to play them back through with a reverb. I think I'll just do it on a track on their own, and then that'll make it nice and easy, hopefully. See that now, since they're all like 8 bars mostly, I think. If I can find the right ones, here we go, yeah. I've just got to dig through my sample folder. Hang on. There we go. Gotcha. Okay. So first one. Let's do the piano first. So So if I grab that effect, reverse. Okay, so now it should be, it's a long 8 bars, but you know, it should be cool. So then we can export that. And I need to go put this in the same place. Just bear with me a moment. Music. There we go. Samples. What I need to do, let me open a little notepad because I need to put this thing in quite often. I don't want it to be taking forever. There we go. So then what I'll do, I can just copy and paste it then. Copy and paste the folder a bit quicker. Okay, here we go. This one, 24 bits, and we should just put like a reverse on the end. REV, okay. And then we export that as reverse. And, oh, wait. Oh no, I've done it wrong. Hang on. Export. Yep, 24 bits. I've got to go back through the files for a second. Oh, who's that? Bear with me. Who? Oh, jeez, I'm pressing all the wrong buttons. Ah, Freedom Tower. How you doing, man? How you doing? Busy doing technical stuff. How's it going, dudes? Have you got your new PC yet? Because I certainly haven't. Oh dear. I don't know if it will matter at this point because they're telling us that we might have blackouts over the new year, which is always fun. So I'm looking forward to that. Should just, you know, I'm not one for getting into politics, but like I'm concerned with how things are going. You playing Burn? Everything's always Burn's fault, dude. Everything's always Burn's fault. Right, bear with me a sec. Hang on. How you doing, man? No XCOM today. XCOM I'll do on Sunday. I got an absolute whooping last time, mate. It was really. Do you know when you're disappointed in yourself when you make decisions, but because you're in Iron Man mode, you can't undo them? That's kind of where it was. It was just a really unfortunate series of events, like big time. And I'm still feeling a little raw from it because. It was just rough. It was rough. The only reason one survived is because he had 1 health. He had 1 hit point, man, and it was a painful experience. But I don't know because I was talking about it. I was funny. I was talking about it, saying, "Oh, well, yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do after I finish this because this is going quite well." And then, of course, then you have the dramatic, massive setback, which is exactly what happened. And yeah, it was just, oh man. Right, bear with me a second. Now I can see. Right, here we go. Yeah, working, just saw you on. Want to say hi? Ah, nice, okay. XCOM did get the better of me, man. Yeah, XCOM did get the better of me. Like, big time. It really, I got absolutely whooped. It wasn't even like in a subtle way. It was a pretty severe assassination. You know when you lose your best squad? Like, it was pretty much the best squad of all my well-trained best people. And that was, it was rough, man. It was rough. Yeah, but I'm glad you said hello anyway. It's nice to see a friendly face. I can't find what I'm looking for. There we go. If I put this over here, it still works. Excellent. So now I can see both things. Should have done that the first time. Right, let me grab another one now. So that's that sample done. We've got a reverse on that. So I need to get all these reverses, chuck them back in, put them back in with reverb, export them. Do I need to export them out again? Yes, and then flip them, and then it should be fine. I did, honestly. It wasn't even a nice gank as well. It was a pretty violent. It was more like a death by 1,000 cuts. That's kind of how it was. It was just unpleasant. I think unpleasant is the term. Right, effects, reverse. There we go. Reverse. I don't know why this one's looking weird. This is 4 bar, that's why. Okay, let me do 4 bar, 24 bit. Add on reverse on the end. Oh, good. I don't need to keep typing again. That's perfect. Okay, there we go. That's 2. Just working. I'm working on Earcandy in a minute. Yeah. So, anything exciting going on in your world, or is it as miserable there as it is here right now? At the minute, my gosh, it's not only the weather that's miserable. It's pretty dire stuff going on at the moment. Embarrassing, I would actually say, in my little country. But never mind. It is what it is. Let's have a look here. Reverse. There we go. 1A. Yeah. Okay, that's right. Sorry, bear with me. I'm just checking I'm checking through my list as I'm going. I've got to make sure I get all the right ones in. Let's do the next one. And I'm trying to do them in batch. This is what I was supposed to do at the weekend, but I've been a little bit lazy in quotes. I should have done it at the weekend. Yeah, and I think everything costs an arm and a leg, and my savings is shot. Ah, excellent. Ah, we're all in the same boat. Ah, we couldn't have seen that coming, could we? You know what? It makes me regret not doing RMT with Eve online. Do you know what I mean? Could have made a small fortune if I carried on playing that. Well, the game was good, but you know, should have just signed up to some like alliance and just cashed out. I'd put that into savings. I'd have had double savings then. It would be alright. Never mind. Easy come, easy go, mate. Right. Let's do another reverse. Yeah, it's pretty shocking at this end as well. Do you know what? I went today. They're actually saying I went to the shop today just to buy a few bits and pieces. I needed some essentials like bread and milk. You know, nothing dramatic. Yeah, we'll find 50 more billion in Ukraine. Yeah, we will somehow. Somehow that just gets printed out. It's not a problem. Like, don't worry about it. We're just borrowing future money. It's no drama. It's no drama at all. Who cares about future money? That's the future's problem. Oh dear, it frustrates me, dude. It frustrates me. Yeah, but I went to buy what did I buy? Not much. It was like literally bread, milk. I didn't even buy anything extravagant, right? And it cost me magic money. That's the term. It cost me £25 for about how many items? And that's with my little discount as well. I got a little discount. I didn't go for expensive, but there was probably about 6 items, 7 items, £25. I got milk, bread, peanut butter. There wasn't a lot. There wasn't a lot at all. Honestly, it was hardly anything. And I bought donuts, and the donuts were like 80. No, they're £1. They're £1. So I regret buying it. Basically, I just think, well, you know, that's the cost of bread and milk these days. And I said, don't worry about inflation. It's transitory. It's not a problem. Transitory, my ass. It's yeah. I want to know what if this is transitory for them, then I don't know. It's just not fun. Yeah, so it's not a good time at the minute for people. It's not a good time for me. If it's not a good time for me, I can't imagine it's only worse for others. It's a questionable time at the minute. But never mind. We're in positive land here on this stream, right? The cash flow don't matter. Right, here we go. Export. Get in there. I can only apologise for this bit here. Right, let's get this exported out. There we go. One more. Is that all of them? It is. Okay, cool, sweet. So that's step something. Step something. Here we go. Let's pop that off the screen. There we go. Very good. Now I should be able to refresh this. They should all appear in where they need to be. I believe I've got them all here. Absolutely no negative vibes. Not doing negative. Not doing negative. I worry about that stuff on the daily as is. It's bad enough with work. You know what I mean? Yeah, absolutely. Ah, good old Chewy. You know what? I think he's at a loose end now. He's not playing Eve. I think he doesn't know what to do. He's kind of like torn between wanting to gank people and not being able to, and I don't know. Mining. He quite liked his little other guy, didn't he? Let's have a look here. There we go. Alright, bam. We add all of them in. Should I have added it this way? I'm not convinced I should have added it this way. I'm not convinced I should have done that. But, do you know what I can do? Let me do this. Let me do this. If I do like 8 bars here, alright, and then I can add them to their own bus. So let's do this. Now, hopefully, this should play backwards if I get this right. If I play that on its own, and turn off my master bus effects. There we go. That's going to be a little bit for the piano. He'll be back. Yeah, well, you know, I debate it, but like, why didn't that play a thing? Why didn't it play? Why you no play? Hang on, what's going on here? Okay, it did work. Gosh! For a moment I thought, what have I done? I've done something horribly wrong. But no, this is okay. So let me do, let me add, I need to add all of these in and then add a new bus. So let me go add this one. Yeah, I do think about it. I do think about coming back. And I think, oh, I should play again. But then he's in a worse state now. It's almost like Eve is reflective of the real world economy as to how the life is at the minute. Really, there's stark similarities there. I think, well, do I want to play? I don't know. I don't know if I do. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, I've got them all. Okay, so then I can add in a little temporary bus here. And I'll put a reverse on the end. Or reverb even. Like so. Reverb. Slap that on the end. Yeah, maybe Black Friday. Well, you and me both. You and me both. Yeah, Eve is life, man. But it's like, I do miss it. But you know what I miss the most is hunting. I miss hunting in wormholes. That's what I miss. That's what I really, really miss. And it's just all of the shenanigans that go involved in there, and like tracking down your target and stalking your prey and all that. That was the fun bit. But like, it's gone now, do you know? It's just, there's nobody in them anymore. There's no reward for being in there. That's what puts me off. And it's like, I just don't want to be sat idle for weeks at a time without anything to do in there. And that's the bit that really got me down. It's just, it was a lot of busy work and not much fun, you know, fighting. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Oh, that was good. Oh, poor antivirus. Oh dear. Yeah, no, I do miss it, man. It was good. It was good just trying to chase him down, and oh gosh. One day they'll fix that game and then I'll be able to play it again and it'll be fun again and we'll be able to do terrible things to people in the game, of course, in game. And it'll be good, but I just, you know, I don't know. It saddens me, do you know what I mean? It does sadden me. Let me do a 16 bar edit of this. And then we can capture all the reverb. That's the plan. Let me go here, samples, effects. So I've got to go do another boring export again. Just bear with me a sec on here. Yeah, I don't know what. Maybe one day. I mean, the problem is at the minute I've like this PC. One, it's not mine, and two, if I put V2, so I know it's got a second reverb on it. That might be the way. And then 16 bar as well instead of 8. 16 bar. Yeah, that's correct. But yeah, no, this PC's, well, there's two problems. It's not even mine, and this PC is struggling. So, but yeah, I will do, mate. Will do. Enjoy work if you can. Enjoy work. Nobody enjoys work, not these days. Okay, this one. This is next. What's this one called? But yeah, I do need to get a new PC soon. It's just something I've got to save for. There's many things I've got to save for. Including a roof over my head would be good. But let's see what we got here. This one, I believe, is 4 bar. Yes, that is 4 bar. So let's go here. So I can turn this into 8. So if I export this one, really, you know, something I don't mind actually. It's not so bad. I just kind of, I'm kind of regretting not doing this off stream because then I'm not doing the more interesting stuff. But I suppose it's not always about the more interesting stuff or the exciting bits. Sometimes you have to do the hard work as well, right? So we'll get there. As long as this doesn't take me too long. I'll say that now. 8 bar, 3, 2. Okay, that's that one. Export this. Bish bash bosh. Number 2. Done. Okay, great. Okay, that's exported. Good. Next one. Hopefully they're all. Yeah. Yeah, that's done. I'm just checking it's done correctly. Okay, so this one. Another. Really, I should be able to do that. Okay. So that should work now. Let's do the next one. I'm not trying to summon stuff just in case you want to say. It's part, you know, this is the unfortunate reality of what we are. 1A 16 bar 16 bar reverse with the second reverb. Export that one. There we go. How many more have I got to go? 3 more to go after this, and then we get to start mixing it into the actual track, which should be interesting. Start. Is it going to start? Is it going to let me do it? Yes. There we go. Good. So next one down. Cool. Right. I should be able to grab that and do the same thing again. Let's test it works. To the untrained ear, I could almost mistake that for like some kind of Japanese, but I don't want to offend anyone. But that's what this. You kind of it comes across like that. I'm like, oh, I can't speak a lick of it though. Just from my limited experience of watching animes in my youth. Right, let's have a look here. It's one of those things I always preferred watching. Not that I understood it, but like you'd like to think you watch like a subtitle version because you want to kind of have the hope that you might learn the language at some point, but it never happened. I don't know why. But then it just sounded a bit more correct when you get the dubbed versions. I don't know. They seem to find like the cheesiest sounding actors to do the voices. And it's not always, doesn't always carry the same kind of gravitas, I suppose is the word I'm looking for. There we go, so next one down, bam. Okay, 2 more, nearly there. Okay, export this one. Oh dear. At least it's now I've got this rhythm going of exporting them as a batch. It's not actually that bad to keep track of. While I was doing it, when I just quickly did it last... that's the wrong one. Whoa. Where is it? Here it is. There we go. Almost did the wrong title then. Yeah, it was really hard to keep track of last week, but now doing it as a batch, like they're all going through the same process, it just makes it a little bit easier, I think. And then maybe I need to do 1 or 2 more for the little vocal shots that are going in. So let's see here. Export. Is that one done? 2B. We're down to. Oh no, we're not 2B. Sugar. Almost screwed that up. It's 2A. Oh, it's a good job I noticed that, because that's all I needed to do was try and put the wrong sample and try and marry it up to the wrong thing, which is not a clever idea. 2A. There we go, 16 bar. Version 2. And the reason I'm doing 16 bar is just because I want to catch the reverb swell on both ends, and then I have the option then of not only is it lined up correctly in theory, so it's less having to shuffle it about to get the timing right, but it lets me capture all the reverb as well, so that I can duck out the bits that I don't want, you know, anything that I think is just not necessary. And just try and blend it in that way, so that I can do a fade in or a fade out if I need to do a little bit more. But at least if I can get the lion's share of the work done here, it'd be really nice if I could do that all in the DAW, like just in LMMS itself. But I know it's in the works, but I mean it's an open source free thing, so I can't really demand it off people, I suppose. I'm just grateful that it's even an option. I don't know what I'd do otherwise. I certainly have an easier time, that's for sure. But we got a method. So if anyone needs to do something, if it maybe it sparks an idea for someone, at least you got a solution. In theory, now how this works. Now you see what I'm doing. So let's add that to B 16 bar. This is the last one. Yes, there we go. Export, export, go. 16 bar. Whew, okay. Now, is that done? Is that done? That's done. Right, now I need Audacity again. So let's go over here, grab that. And now what I need to do is just reverse them all again. I don't want that one. I don't want that. What I want is over here. Audacity. And then I can grab this. So let's do the piano first. If I grab this version 2. Let's just see how it sounds here. It should have a little bit on both ends. There we go. That's not too bad. It's a lot of empty space, but I can work with empty space. What I struggle with is the unaligned. What do I call this? It's not reversed. I'll just call it 16 bar swell, alright? And then I know it's somewhere in the middle. I think that's what we do. That's the naming convention we go with. There we go. Great. So then we grab that's one. Let's do number 2. This 4 bar should be 8 bars now. Let's check this. Oh, do you know what I didn't do? That's not even right, is it? Because I forgot to reverse it. Jeez. Do I need to reverse this one? I probably do. Let's go. Effects. The whole point of this was to put it in here, load it, and reverse it so it would sound correct. Okay, there we go. So now I can export this as that's what it should be. If we call it swell R, then maybe that's the way I need to do it. This piano, I think in particular, just because I've named it, but I might want that effect. So that's why I'm renaming it different. Okay, next one. Now we're on to vocals. These ones should all be reversed. So that's to make them normal. Effects, reverse. Let's test it out.
And find out.
Okay, export. Is it WAV? 24-bit. Swell. Like so. Okay. That's 2. 4 more. feel like count. Let's go. Effects. Reverse. This will be interesting. I don't know how this is going to sound.
Come on, baby, let me see you pick your heart off the ground. Yeah, dust it off now and find out.
Kind of there. Export. Here we go. 24 bits. Swell. Okay. Next one. Verse 1B, second section. Let's reverse it now. I wish I could do this as a batch. Like, if anyone knows, then please let me know, because that would be kind of handy. And I could just drag them all in, reverse them, just put them all out track by track.
Gonna show you all these little things that I know about.
Okay. So far so good. Stop, export. Just hope it's enough. When it gets in the context of track, just hope it's enough. That's what I'm banking on. I don't know if I need to turn up the reverb, because that would be a real pain, because then I have to go through this all over again. But just hoping in principle it should do it. Okay, that was that one. Reverse 1B, swell. Okay, so 2A. I think this is the last two now. Yeah, it is. So this one, grab that. Effects, reverse. Let's just check it.
All these hiccups only kick up, try to leave you unfound.
Okay, export. WAV, yep. 24 bits. Oh man, here we go. Tricky. Okay. 2A, yeah. Swell. The piano is the bit that I think would be cool as well. I think that bit should sound quite nice, hopefully, if I get it working. I don't know if I prefer the reversed version or the swell version. I don't know. Yeah, we'll have to find out. We'll find out shortly. Right, let me reverse that. I'm just going to trust that it's correct. Let me just export that, because I'm eager to get back into the DAW. So I can actually see what's going on, or hear what's going on rather. Swell. Okay. There we go. Okay. Is that done? That's done. Okay, cool. Sweet. Don't need to save before closing. Let's go here. Reload this. And then what I can do is remove this. Remove that as well. That doesn't break. Good. Well done. Nice. So let's go here. Drag this back out, because now I get to start putting these into place. Where is the end of my track? This is the question. Here. Roundabout, just about. Yes. Yeah. There, I think. So even that I need to maybe edit the end, the way it fades out as well. Okay, cool. So we got somewhere. I need that. Let me go find these bits here. Effects, swells, shadow armies. Here we go. Right, now this is where it gets messy. We've got one swirl with dust off there, which I think I might need to redo. It was the idea I had. That was the original. Let's add in both bits of piano first. I don't know which one I want yet, so let's drag it over here. Piano came in here. Here we go. So now, if I move this up, so we can actually get to where the piano is. Ooh. It's 1 and 2. Right. Now we're pretty close to the piano. Now I can see what I'm doing. I believe. Somewhere. Where the heck has it gone? Here we go. Right, there we are. Right, there we go. That's better. Okay, so here, let's test this one first. So that's 8. I need 16. End of 16. It's like super long, but yep. So that should be like halfway like this. And if we just play it over the top for now, hopefully that should work. Right, if I do that, so it starts from here. Here, actually. Oh, that actually sounds pretty cool, to be honest.
Shadow armies have a bounty and I'm tracking them down. No, I won't make a sound, you'll find out. Shadow armies have a bounty and I'm tracking them down.
You know what? That does help a lot. It does help a lot with okay, let's remove this channel. Let's remove all the things that I didn't need here. So I've got this. I'm tempted to do it visually, you know, because it might be a little easier, at least with the piano bit. The vocal, I don't know. It's really, I'm trying. It's I don't know if I'm just being lazy, but it'll be a lot easier for me to see instead of doing it by ear, just because I've got so much silence in there. I'm trying to chop it out and line it up without being able to see is a bit of a nightmare. So let's grab a sample track. Let's drag this up here. Because then if I can mix it in this way, that would make my life easier. It really would. So I grab this, and then we go grab the sound. Pardon me. There we go. Right, so. So now what this needs is a little move like that and a little crossfade almost. So we have that as context 1. So let's do the other one. And we've got this one here. This one should, in theory, be bang on. I don't know, you know what, I feel like I prefer this one. I think I prefer that, and it actually sounded kind of cool because I think I could use that over here as well, like this. If I just nudge over, because what I need is a little bit. Whoops, got 3 copies there. There's a little bit of volume control. If I notch off the end here, because we don't need that much here, we could notch off like these 4. There we go.
Tied up and bound, you'll find out. Shadow armies have a bounty and I'm tracking them down. No, I won't make a sound, you'll find out.
terrible. That's not too bad. Alright, let's check what we got going on with some of these other vocals. Let's find verse 1, something. If I can find that here. Where are we? Here it is, somewhere over the rainbow. Now the tricky part because at least what I can do otherwise is put them through the same bus, which would be kind of cool. I shouldn't really need to because I should already have the pricing in. So let's grab another sample track here, clone that out, let's drop it in there. Verse 1A. Let's find out. Is it this one? Oh, I don't know what I'm doing now. What have I lost? Is it this one? It must be this one. It must be. That actually does sound cool. It's not the right bit, but it sounds cool. Where am I looking? Verse 1A, 16 bar swell. Here we go. That's the one. Gosh. And that's 1B. Don't know. What have I done? What have I done? I've done the wrong thing here. Here we go. Is it this one? Is it this one? So there's too much going on there, but let's have a little zoom in here. No, that's definitely wrong. Gosh, it's so hard to see with this thing moving all the time. Where's it gone? There we go. Right. So that's definitely here. This is the tricky part, it's getting this bit lined up. In theory I should go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, yeah. Okay, maybe it's okay. In theory, I mean, it seems to be lined up, right? So that's good. What I want to try... This is going to be the tricky part. Mixing all of this in. It's going to be the hard bit. I'm going to try, for better or worse, trying to mix it in by hand here. So if I go and do like a basic, really super basic crossfade, right? Let's just do that. I don't know if that's going to be enough. I think maybe something, you know what, let's put it in curved. Take that off. Shit. Pardon my French. Right, let's move this down. Okay. This almost comes in too early, I think. So what have we got here? That's this one. So we go like this, and then this one to drop down here. Let's bring it up there. Alright, and then we'll try. If I try and drop this on again, would it sound weird? Probably. I think so. Do I need this here? In place. Here. And now let's try and put in B. Let's have a look here. This is going to take me more work than I originally planned, that's for sure, just to try and make it sound right. I think the idea is kind of there. I'm not happy with the execution at the minute. Oh gosh, I put it in the wrong place. Not happy with the execution at the minute, but... why isn't it loading in here? Why is it being weird? Why are you being... because I'm doing it from the wrong program. Cannot drop it from there. I have to drop it from in here. Try and drag it from the folder like you would with a normal piece of software. Okay, so let's grab this. Is that going to be in the right place? It probably would be if I had volume. So let's grab that. Let's try doing my little rough crossfade as well. It's almost don't. It's really tricky. Actually, super tricky here. It's almost like I want a flat zero, like. Okay, let's forget that. Drag this over. One more. And then we'll add like half a bar. Is half a bar too much? Some of this. Okay, let's try this then. It's trying to make it sound like an exact bar without being too weird. That sounds even worse. this is way more tricky than I'd planned. So here, I think it needs to come down. I almost need it. I need to draw like a steps, I think. So let's try this. Oh man, alright, here we go. Let's try something like that. Let's have a listen in context. And then we'll see how we feel about it. In fact, you know what I should do? Let me do the other two first. Let's grab this and then we'll see how we feel about it and then we'll mix them in. So we had some ad-libs here. Then we have... Here we need another one. Let's grab the sample track. Where is it? So this one. Here we go. And let me grab 2A. Swell. There we go. Let's try and line it up. Just super rough right now. Let me grab the volume automation. Okay, let's grab this one because that was kind of closer to what I want. It's not exact yet, but still trying to mix it in. Literal mixing right now. Let's something like this. Extra. That's why it sounded weird. Do you know what I was thinking? I thought, why does it sound so different? Because I've got this extra reverb on it as well, which I forgot to turn off, which I'm now done. That feels better. Oh my goodness. Right, you know what? Before I completely screw this up, let me save it here, and then at least... So now maybe I don't have to be quite so harsh with it, because I thought, why is something was clashing? I couldn't figure out what. Now I've got a much better idea of what the heck was going on. Still needs a little fettling here, but it's nowhere near as bad, right?
heart off the ground. Yeah, I'll dust it off now and find out. Gonna show you all these little things that I know about. Gonna show you around, you'll find out. Gonna show you all these little things that I know about.
Not too bad. Right, I could probably borrow this now. Let's go grab that. Let's borrow this section here. If I chop that there, bring this over. Not quite, because here I can hear it peaking a little. We don't want that. Let's try this. But now I've added it in, it feels like it's missing. Do you know what I mean? Now I've got some in. This is what I was concerned about, because once I started, it feels like it needs to be in every, where there's a gap, like this bit's fine, then here. Yeah, needs one. So let's try it, because in theory it should be the same, right? In theory. The only problem is because I've got such a massive lead on it. I mean, it's huge. Look at that. What a pain. I do really need to cut this down, but we'll worry about that later, I think. For now, let me just do this. That's definitely too loud now. Is it too loud here? Kind of right idea. I don't know. I'm not happy with that. Let's try this. It's like I want this bit, but just before it hits here. So I really don't. If I set that to 0. Alright, so if we take this, let's do a little something like, that's a 16th, we'll do that. We drop that here, and then drop this one down here. Almost too much. So I would say maybe let's drop it like that. I'd almost say something like this. You know what might help? So I'd have to. I've got a feeling I'd have to side chain the vocal to this to try and duck it. Otherwise, I'll do it manually. Let me try doing this manually. I really need to super duck it down, like really aggressive. Too much. And this is why it really does help to see it visually. I just wish I could manipulate the audio the way I want to. It's going to be way trickier than I planned. Yeah, look. Yeah, that you can see there now, how far away it is. That's not what I want. Oh, where am I? There we go. So, reality says, actually over here. So this is where it wants to fade down. Let's try that. Now that feels better, straight up. Which does beg the question, where I've got it going on here, is that wrong now? Let's copy that. Let's get rid of this for a second. Just yeah, it does feel wrong, right? So let's go grab this one. If that's where we're living, if we do like 50.1, then on here, this side, get rid of that. You do 50.1 here, and then bring it down, I don't know, something like across this gap here, like that. Okay, and then maybe on this one it wants to be louder, so here I could do maybe something like 6. Should we try 68.2? Whatever 68.2 sounds like. Might be too much. We'll find out. I need to see this visually again. Let's move this out of the way. Almost. It's the same, I think, isn't it? It's the same. Oh, I've moved it now. Okay, that's like, let's have a look. Okay, that's right under the, I can see the transient, right? So I'm just trying to catch it. So it looks the same, almost. Almost. It sounds weird because I think it's going, let's try that. 56.3. It's trying to blend the volume in. So that's true. 56 point something. Okay, let's try now. Feels too loud now. 50.1 sounds pretty good here. I don't know. It's just about. Can I get with 51? Just want it to be subtly slightly bigger because it's just. There we go. Let's try here. It's practically the same. Oh, that sounded awful. What happened there? Now it feels like it's been cut too short, so maybe the secret is to do this. Let's Trying to get the attack right and the release. I need one on here now. But let's find out. Okay. Yeah, this one is, oh, I can't zoom in more. The pain of this thing. Right. Can I go like this and then like that? So this section feels too long here as well. So we got a massive thing like that. We don't want that.
Tied up and bound. Got it tied up
It's kind of a tricky one, this, because half of me wants to just lock this down here, so then it comes on just here. You know what? As an idea,
shadow armies have a bounty and I'm tracking them down. No, I won't make a sound, you'll find out. Shadow armies have a bounty and I'm tracking them down.
as an idea, I'm almost thinking I want to chop out some of these sounds from the reverb and just put them in as a general swell noise to come in maybe every end of every 8 bars or something. I think that might be a nice effect, and then if I just have that just a sound come in, that might be a good way to deal with it, because it's kind of like the I'm not completely sold on it, but like it needs something. I just don't think I'm not quite happy with it yet. This piano bit was driving me up the wall, so let me quickly automate this. I think this fiddly bit is going to take me way longer to do than I had planned. There's way more fiddly in here, which I thought this was going to be nice, super quick and easy, but now I'm hearing it in real money. It's actually way more tricky than I anticipated. But this is how we learn, right? At least to make it sound right to me. That's what I'm trying to figure out. Just seems a little off. We'll forget that one for a minute. This is one I'm concerned about. So now here, Sounded way too loud. Let's grab this. We'll grab that. In fact, before I do that, let me copy this. Mute it. Shove it out of the way. So I've got 100%. That's all I wanted. So I could see it. There's 2 bars, right? It kind of needs a little more fade in, fade out ish kind of sound. Let me, because we've actually got the actual piano playing there, so let's just try this. Okay, not too bad. Let's get in there. This needs to be more curved for sure. So let's try it in manually. Bit more. Almost feel like I want to add reverb to this side, just to give it a bit more depth on this bit of the sound. You can hear it's a little bit much. Let's bring it down. Even say this bit is just too big here. It's just too loud right at the end. Almost building my own manual fade in now. Okay. Feels better. Now, can I get away with this? That's the question. Can I do it twice? So, wait, whoa. Why doesn't that fit nicely? Why doesn't that fit nicely? I'm sure it's the same one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's just slightly off. Did I shuffle this manually? I did. That's why. Yeah, crikey. Okay. I almost want to export this little section on its own, and then I can get this lined up like nice. Oh, what a mare. Okay, hang on. Clone this. I hope this works. I don't know which one it's going to affect. Okay, so that's top one. Oh, mate. Okay, so let me grab this one here. Is that even in the right place? I don't believe it is. That wasn't part of the plan. So drag this. That's way too many over. Oh my gosh. This is an absolute nightmare. What I might do, hang on, I've got an idea. If I grab from here to here, we can export this as is in the track. And we've got 1, 2, 3. How many do I need? I'll do 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 bar with the volume automation in it. Let's remove this one, we don't need that. Need that. can take out anything extra that I need. Right, okay. Oh man, super fiddly edits. There we go. I'm learning, look. Just super learning. Trying to mix this in is like, this is probably one of the hardest things. Like making drums and stuff, that's pretty easy. But this is really like, this is super tricky in here. It's not straightforward. Piano, swell, export. Right, if we export it in here, we should be able to put it back in. And it should just line up nice. If I get rid of that, do that, like so. What an absolute mare. Absolute mare, okay. And no, it's not going to sound right because I forgot to turn this off, so I have to do it again. Oh dear, right, let's turn that off, then we export. File, export. All this work for just one small sound. This is like, it's tedious. It's tedious work. That's what it is. It's really. I can absolutely appreciate why people like free stuff in place and just do that, because it's so much easier than this. This is a lot of work for just tiny bits, and now I've started this process. It's like if every section that is not there, it feels missing now. It feels like it needs stuff like this, which is a real. I need to put that back on because it sounds terrible without it. There we go. There we go. That's much better. Okay, so now what I should be able to do is get yet another automation track. And we'll go here, not automation, sample track. Refresh the sample, and it should be in here now. This one should be easier. I don't need to go to Audacity. Oh, come on. There we go. There we go. Right, here we go. Bam. So in theory, I should be able to do this now. Mute that. And now that fits, so that's good. That's one thing accomplished. Jeez, it's only taken me the best part of 2 hours. Jeez. Okay, right. Where's the end of this? Is that even the end of this? Here's the end of that, roughly. Man, that's taken forever and ever. Sorry about this, but I suppose at least in one sense. In one sense, you get to see the reality of production, right? This feels like it could be better. This is what this feels like. It feels like it could be better. Yeah. Oh, didn't mean to do that. that way round? Just a little variation here. There we go. Small velocity changes. And now what I can do, we can do something clever. Try and mix it in even better, because what it does do is it peaks a little bit loud. So have I got a piano peak controller on the end? I don't. I've got that goes to piano keys bus. I do have a peak controller, hang on. I do have a peak controller. So now what I should be able to do, if I add the sidechain compressor here, what I should be able to do is just connect that to the piano sidechain, and what should happen is it should duck as this one's playing, so it should just hopefully blend it together a little better in theory. So now, can I do this as well? Can I get this and go over this one? I don't think it works there. Does it work here?
Shadow armies have a bounty and I'm tracking them down. No, I won't make a sound, you'll find out. Shadow armies have a bounty and I'm tracking them down.
Definitely works there. I'm not sure about here. Kind of. This almost feels too loud here. It needs to come down in volume. So if I grab, I need to, this automation names drive me crazy. Okay, here we go. Because piano swell volume automation. Okay. Because what's the word I'm looking for? Here we go. Oh, that's what I was doing. That's what I was doing. Here we go. Right, if we call this piano swell sample, okay. So that's something we made. Here's one I made earlier. Piano swell volume automation. Here we go. There we go. We found it. This is why we name things, right? Because otherwise we will miss it. It's just this tiny. It's these tiny. This is the problem with Earcandy, right? It's like for me, it's a lot of work for like not much gain, but like it's important. It's important. These are things that just kind of round things off, you know, things like atmosphere and stuff that needs adding. So atmosphere is something I've got to look at, but I don't know. I think at that point, I might even say next week, I may even bring on a different track, because this, I don't know. If you guys don't mind watching this, I'm fine. I'll keep doing this, but I'm keenly aware that this is a lot of work for not much at the minute. Where are we? That's 89, about 90%. So if we bring this all the way down to 90% here, hopefully, in theory, no, I don't know if that works. I don't know if there's something off here. It's like it's playing twice. That's what it feels like. I can't have that. What I could do, oh no, I won't record the other
Shadow armies have a bounty and I'm tracking them down. No, I won't make a sound, you'll find out. Shadow armies have a bounty and I'm tracking them down. Shadow armies have a bounty and I'm tracking them down. No, I won't make a sound. No, I won't make a sound. You'll find out.
wonder as well, let's bring it up an octave. It just sounds a little too soft here, I think, maybe. Heard it before, I think. That's not too bad. Right, well, we've done one swell successfully. Let's see what else we've got here. There's another one somewhere. Okay, so this is the one here. It is. This is where I got rid of that. I don't know if I did. I should. Maybe something a little bit more subtle, like this. Trying to get the balance right is tricky. If I can do it and get it, maybe if I do this, I think exporting it is probably not a bad idea. I think if I can get these mixed in and then export it, and then I can just, you know, drag and drop them in. See, it's too quiet there. I need a bit more. I need a bit more here. Just trying to just not overdo it. Is that just too much, you know? That's the problem. Or too little, should I say. I've got a feeling it's too little. Right, let's go. Mute that. You know what? Maybe I need to do a similar thing here. So let's grab that. We'll drop that down here, right? Let me zoom in and get this timed up correctly. Because I could probably add the sidechain in here, just to tuck it away a little bit, just so it blends better. That actually sounds better. Or maybe I was messing with it too much before. Okay, let me do that, and let me grab in the sidechain compressor. Where is this one? This is. This is going to be tricky. Peak controller. Is it vocal sidechain? Can I just let's just try it. What's the worst that can happen, right? Because let's go vocal sidechain. Really, what I want to do is export this bit as is, just here, so I can just drop it in the right section. We won't put on transient. I don't think we need to do that. It's just that subtle movement, you know? The subtle movement, it just makes all the difference. I really kind of want to... Do you know what I'm going to do? Where was that one? Where was this section? We're going to export that wherever it was. Because the more I listen to it, the more I think it sounds okay. And now I've lost what I was doing. Here we go. Right. It's like we're working backwards, but it's okay. We're working on the second half first. I've got to do this one as well. That's missing. So we'll quickly export this, and then we can make it tidy, right? So this is what we're going to do. 1, 2. Where does it start? Okay, that pretty cool. Not too bad. Export this. We need the volume automation. Oh dear. Okay, right. Export this into. In fact, let me check before I do that. This is what? Verse 2A. Swell. Okay, so if we go here. Well, at least this is a. So now I know if I need to do this again, which I probably will now. I know what I'm doing, right? Because once I've got a method down, then I can do that again. Verse 2, a swell chop, export. There we go. Export that way. Oh crap! I've done it again. Turn off the chain first. Right, here we go. Export. It's just so then it doesn't sound different. In fact, I'll remove that as well, just in case. I don't want to chance anything and just screw it all up. So let's go here. Hopefully that's the right one. It is, yeah. So let me go export. Let's go again. Samples. Oh, so much work for so little gain. But it's just really kind of, this is just verse adding to the vibe, I think, is what you define it as. Verse 2A. Verse 2A, swell, export, right? We'll call it that. Bam. Here we go. Export as loop, remove end silence. Okay, that's that one done. Finished. Okay, right, now I should be able to load this. And if I go FX, here we go. I need a new sample track though. I'm going to call this first to a swell. Okay. Then I should be able to go first to a swell export. Here we go. Bing, bingo. Like that. Drop it in here. Now that should. Perfect. So now what I can do is in this one. Oh, if I find the right, not that sample track, this one. There we go. Oh, it's not there. Where am I looking? There we go. Right, this is the one. So we'll put up in here. We'll put the sidechain compressor in here now. So I'm going to need a few of these, but like once they're done, it's just should be just nice vocal sidechain. Now we didn't need to add. Yeah, it just sounds cleaner, you know. There's less clashing. It just meshes nice. So that's another one down. So we've got. Okay, good. I just hope it's worth it once I put it all together, and I don't play it all, and it's going to be sounding terrible. And I think, ugh, what have I done? That's the danger. Then I delete it all and go, no, I need something else. Almost feel like I could get away with it twice. Does it work just generally? Let's see. Almost. I think it's more because I know what it is.
Shadow armies have a bounty and I'm tracking them down. No, I won't make a sound. You'll find out. Shadow armies have a bounty and I'm tracking them down. Got it tied up and bound. All the systems only keep a battle if you unbound. Got it tied up and bound. You'll find out. You'll find out. All the systems only keep a battle if you unbound.
I think I can do this, but it needs a different volume. I think it will work, but I think one needs to be louder than the other. Just from the feel of it. First to a swell volume. So first one is fine at 100%. Right, I'm cool with that. This one's cool. Second one. I think a little quieter, maybe like 50. Just want it to be more subtle. It's quite a lot. Do I need more? Like very subtle, which is nice. Can I get away with this here then? Again, a nice subtle.
Tied up and bound, you'll find out. Shadow armies have a bounty and I'm tracking them down. No, I won't make a sound, you'll find out.
Yeah, now I need the Shadow Armies one. So, what is that one? Let's go find that, shall we? Let me go dig this out. So much work, honestly. It's a lot of work. Just tiny changes. But you know what? It's like when I added these little reverse snare things in there, and it just makes the next sound a little bigger, a little more impact. And that's kind of what I'm going for now. And it's just these details that are just, they're small things that they kind of glue stuff together, but that's what's bugging me. And it's kind of like the things that I can't ignore. I've got to that stage where it just has to be done. Now that's why you can't hear it, because I turned the volume off. Alright, okay, let's bring this back. And then I've got to do the same thing again. I'm going to have to do that and export it. I think that's just generally a sensible way of me managing this. Needs a little more on this. It's a little short here. Timing slightly out, so let's grab. Oh. Oh, it's honestly the timing. It's minuscule. It's like, you know, microseconds. It's really talking milliseconds even. It's really tiny changes, but like if it's slightly off, you get a little bit too much on the crossfade here. I don't know about that one. Sounds weird there. What did I do before? Was it here? Now it's feeling strange. This is just too loud here, maybe? Something like that. Yeah, getting better, that's better. That's definitely better. Oh gosh. Here you go. Crikey, man. It's weird, you know what, I don't know why, but I'm working back to front as well. There's just little, what I think I need to do, what the ideas that come to my brain. I've got these little sort of like one-shot things here. I feel like I need a little bit, all of the vocal needs that slight trailing or what's the word? It's like not trailing, but the opposite of trailing. It's like leading. And he's that leading sound just subtly, like I've tied in here, like in this section. Because on the first one, I have it big. Second one, quiet, like just subtle. It's there. There's a bit of texture to the sound. I think that's really kind of working. I like the idea of it actually. That actually sounds good. I like that. I'm going to commit to that. I'm going to export it. Let me export this section. Here we go. Right, here's another one. I'm getting there. I'm getting a routine now. This is good. It's like I've got a flow of sounds, which is nice. I've got a process, which is good. I just need to not forget because I don't know if I'm going to get all through all this tonight. I've still got a little bit to go. I've only done 2 hours. So let me export this. I've turned off my effects. And the reason I'm doing this is because obviously I've got a bit of EQ on it as well. It's going through the limiter. It's going through a compressor. Pardon me. So I don't want it to come out at a... If I run it with the master out chain on it, it will sound weird when I plumb it back in. So I need to do it before the master chain. So then when I put it through the master chain, it sounds the same as all the rest of the vocals. So that's the reason why I'm turning it off. Otherwise, it will sound different, and I need it to blend in. So it's kind of all of this is part of like trying to glue the sound together, not making it sound weird, keeping everything aligned, if that makes sense. So this is verse 2B export. What the heck did I name them as yet? So verse 2B swell export. And you know what I haven't done? I haven't soloed the track. There's lots of things I have to double check. It's tricky, this. This is where, you know, one day when I get a real door... I say I'm sorry, LMMS. No, I do like this. Just one day when it's when I do get these features to be able to reverse and cut and all these things in session, it's gonna be so much easier. I'm gonna really super appreciate it because the amount of work that it's just the time it takes to do it is a lot in this. Whereas I see it in other people's DAWs, DAWs, and they're just like Ableton or FL, and it's just so quick. It's like add reverb, like freeze it, reverse it, do it again. It's super easy. Like it's a matter of seconds. Whereas in actuality, it's actually quite a process. Having to do this every time is a bit of a nightmare. And there'll be ways to automate stuff as well, but like, you know, it's just I'm trying to also make it so then if I want to drop in extra versions of it, I don't have to have this massive trailing edge, because obviously in Ableton you could just snip here and you could like snip here and just make it nice and small and nice and tidy. But with this, I'm waiting for them to finish work on the next version. I think there's an alpha or a beta or whatever they've got, nightly version they call it basically. And it's just it's like a beta version which isn't tested or finished, so it's still bugs and not stable. Is the word I'm looking for. First 2B swell. All right, let me do that. We'll put this here. We then load the sample in here. So yeah, I mean, that's kind of what I'm waiting for. I've tested it, but it's not exactly right, because what I don't want to happen is as soon as I go up a version, I can't revert it back unless I have a backup copy of all the projects. So I don't want to open up in the new version and then, because there's issues with it. I haven't tested 1.3 to be fair, but because there's issues in it, I don't want it to break my source files that I've got now. So at least this is why I'm just kind of hanging back a version, waiting for them to finish it. As much as I'd love to be able to use the trim tool and the cutting tool now, I'd rather wait for it to be stable, they're happy with it and tested, and then I can move things forwards, because otherwise I can't go back once I've amended them, and that would just be, you know, if it goes wrong there and it breaks, it's so much work. I'd be quite sad. I mean, I've got them backed up, but it's just, you know, you never know, right? You never know. Anything can happen. All right, where's my verse 2B? So since we're working back to front, we've done the piano already, which has not been too bad actually. The piano worked out well. But what I think, there we go, found it. Bingo, that's the one. So now I can mute that, take that out solo, put this back on, and then to be extra cool, I will need two things. Let me do a volume automation track for verse 2B swell volume, because now I know what I'm doing and what I think sounds okay today at least. I can put this in here like so. I probably need another one. I'll make that super quiet like here. This one I now can add my sidechain compressor in here, and then we'll sidechain the vocal against it again, just to make it a bit tighter, right? In fact, let me do it before and after. Let me hear. I haven't even listened to it first. Let me do before and after. Not too bad, right? Not too bad. But with the magic of sidechain compression, what I can do is link this together. Ah, look at that, learning together. Look at that stream. Very good. Right, let's do this. We've got it sidechained. That should be fine. I think is it the right one? Vocal sidechain, yes. Okay, perfect. Okay, it's not too bad. There is something there. And then I grab this one, and then I think I could do something like, if I do it from here to here, and then I can bring this volume down. I already know it's got to be super quiet. Trouble is, in these headphones the piano sounds massive because it's got a little boost. There's a little boost in the mids, but then when I hear it on every other speaker, it's kind of quiet. Not quiet, but like it's not as big as it is there, and it throws me off. Like I'm still trying to adjust to these new headphones. So this one is done. So that one I can get rid of now. That one I can get rid of. That one I can get rid of. I guess it didn't load properly first time. Might need to switch up the drums here as well. Alright, so that's we're kind of getting some Earcandy in. Second half, we've got a little tiny bit, specks of Earcandy floating about now. I have got the piano in as well. This is also a concern. I've got 2 sets of swells here. Where's my other one? Is it up? It is, yeah. So we've got the piano swell as well as... I don't know if I need the piano as well. This is why it's got a little messy with it. Do you know what I need? Because normally this is what I've got here. What I've got basically in the processing, I've got the vocal. I think the piano is being sidechained to the vocal. So the vocal is pushing the piano down, if I remember correctly. Just to give it a little more room, yeah. So that's what's happening there. I think I need to set up the same effect on this here as well. But I don't want to do it off of the main vocal. I want to do it off of... Oh gosh, this is getting mind-bending. I need to do this off of these sections here. But because now they're in 2 different channels. Oh, and this is another thing. What in here, I can't add these to a mix bus, these samples. But I can do that with... in the next version. So there's things that are kind of make me want to move the version up of the software, but at the same time I'm still like I've got to wait, like, because I just don't want to, you know, it's just one of those things. Don't want to count your chickens. So kind of now what I want to do is I want to add a sidechain for both of these, which means I'm going to need, oh what a pain, massive pain. All right, here we go. It's just all of these are like subtle little tiny micro movements. So if I go, that's controller 7, let's rename that. Verse to a swell. Verse to a swell sidechain. I'm gonna have to add another 2 sidechain compressors. I need one for verse 2A swell for this bit of piano, and I just want to see if that cleans things up. That's the plan. And then I need one for 2B peak controller, and then what I should be able to do is then stack the sidechain compressors, but the compressors will only trigger on their individual compressors in theory. So let's rename this verse 2B swell sidechain, right? And I don't need to do anything too fancy to it, because all I'm doing is just, it's literally relatively adjusting the volume. So if I add 2 sidechain compressors now, add 2 sidechain compressors to this piano swell here. Gosh, what a pain. So we'll do this one first. This one we'll do A first. And it should just add a little separation to them. So we connect that in there. I'm not even going to do the transient because it doesn't need it. I just need straight volume ducking. I don't need to enhance anything right now. So just do this. Because there's a transient detection here. So when you switch it on, you hear everything kind of brightens up. It's on drums at least. because it's like picking up the transients of like hats and all sorts of things. Whereas now, if this plays, in theory, let me open up this. Let me bring these up, and then hopefully what should happen is I should see a little movement. Where's A? Okay, A's on the left, B's on the right. So if I play it here, I should see. It definitely moves. Small, but that's perfect. It's cleaner now. It's pushed it back. So it's even though it's a tiny movement, but because it's on a 1-to-1 ratio, so it's just ducking it enough to just see if the other one's in room. Tiny movement. But it sounds cleaner to me. Hopefully it's not my imagination. A lot of technical stuff in this one today. This I want to tighten up as well. Almost want to put piano stab in there. That's feeling a little bit more cohesive in the second half now, so let's see if that... Oh, this is the fiddly stuff here, because now I've got this swell. And this is exactly why I think I might need to add them here, because that sounds pretty cool. Now here, this is sounding awful. So I'm glad I went to the second half to figure this bit out first, because now when I'm hearing it, I'm just like, no, there's way too much there. If this was a compressor, the release is too much, right? So let's bring this down. I need more. Something like, it needs to be quite sharp. I think that may be okay. Almost too much, I think. Let's go bring it back a little. Chop it a little early. I don't know, it almost sounds a little off key, and I don't know if I've exported that in the wrong... I don't know if I've exported that on the wrong key by accident. It sounds flat. I need to double check that now. Oh, crikey Moses. Right, okay. Let me go find this. Let me dig this out. This will be verse 1A. Reverse. Swell. Here we go. 16 bars. Verse 1A. What's this one? Wrong one. Let's just do it like this. Oh, I've just set the panning on something. There we go. In fact, let's not do this. Let's not do it like that. Well, that's piano. Ah, why don't piano? Verse 1. 16 bar. 1A swell. Here we go. Yeah. It sounds lovely. But... Is this a spare sample track? Is it this one? It looks spare. Okay. Let's move this up here. Oh, I've got a lot of work to do, eh? I've got loads to do on this. Loads to do. Let's go 1A, swell, 16 bar swell here. Okay. Is that 1A? That's 1B. No, in fact. I couldn't have done. What did I do? I put it in there. I exported a reverb. I don't know. Something's off with it. It shouldn't be off because it's playing the sample. I just realised. Maybe because I've done this. Let's bring that back. Shouldn't matter too much. There's definitely sound is strange here. I'm not happy. I'm not happy with this. I didn't mean to do that. It's like it starts too early and finishes too late. And I don't like that. Oh, that's the wrong one. Clear that. Let's move this over. Need 1 bar. So here. Okay. This one. That is minorly frustrating. Okay, let's try this. I'm almost happy with the timer. I'm always feeling it's too loud. What I don't have though is a sidechainer. So before I do anything else and completely destroy it, let me do. If I test it in context with the sidechain, just to give it a little bit more room, as we have discovered, that works quite well. Vocal sidechain. Let's add that, switch that on, and it may just give it what I'm looking for instead of it sounding too crowded. Yeah. I almost feel like this is, I don't know, it's kind of weird. It's weird. It's because it's slightly offset. It's kind of like, that's maybe too soon. Let's bring it back a little. Okay. Tricky this one. Let's start fading out a little earlier, see how it feels.
heart off the ground.
It's close, but I don't know. It just feels like it needs to end more abruptly. And it's very close too, but it's not quite there. This one feels really sharp. So maybe if I bring this down like that, that'd be enough. That's too much. Let's try that. Maybe I need to, maybe it's just too harsh. I almost want to make a pad or an atmosphere out of her voice there. Just out of the reverb.
Off the ground, yeah, I'll dust it off now and find out. Gonna show you all these little things that I know about. Gonna show you around, you'll find out. Gonna show you all these little things that I know.
Yeah, see now there it just feels so sloppy compared to the others. And this is why I switched to section B first, because it just, yeah, I mean it's not tight enough, look. It's kind of there. Right idea. Wrong execution. So let's go bring us back to 100%. This has already sounded better because also it's got the sidechain because they're both running at the same track. So with that on, it does seem to make a bit of a difference. Getting this 100% though is going to be tricky. Right, there we go. Yeah, that needs to come up. So with it being ducked, it's like a huge difference. Actually just want to, yeah. Just here. That'll do, right.
Gonna show you all these little things that I know about. Gonna show you all these little things that I know about. Gonna show you all these.
At least if I get them almost lined up, then I can just quickly, what's the term? Quickly export them, even if I have to do it off stream. Because unfortunately, tiredness is catching up with me. It has been quite the experience.
Gonna show you all these little things that I know about. Come on, baby, let me see you with your heart off the ground.
I think that would sound quite nice with this just here. So let me try it. Let's do this one. I think I'm more or less happy with it. I might have to come back and tweak this again. Do I want it a little more release on it? it definitely feels missing now. So if that's the case, let me export this while it's here, because then at least I need to make progress. Otherwise I'll be here forever. I don't want to be here forever doing small edits. I want to move, at least make decisive moves, right? Samples. Swells. Okay. Swell 1A. Export. Okay. That's so low, isn't it? Do you know what I have got in there? Let me turn this off. Big problem. Remove that. Almost did it again. Every time. Forget to switch off the sidechain. I just don't want anything. And again. Do you know what I've missed? Switching this off as well. Gotta make it blend in. So here we go. Export now. This is the one now. Samples, FX, swells, shadow eyes. 1A. Export. Yes. Okay. Export between loop markers. Export as loop. Send it. Just having a little think. There we go. That's done. Okay, great. So now I should be able to mute this. Let me load this up now. Oh, I like this. I've got a whole routine. I've got a whole procedure. This is good. Hashtag learning. If I can only find my, there we go. Find my folder. There we go. Lovely job. I need a new sample track. I'm going to call this verse 1. Yeah, verse 1A swell. And then we'll bring this up. And then we'll test it. And then we'll sidechain it. And then we will mix the volume into the first drop. And all should be well. Right? So we go here, verse 1A swell, and then we grab this. We've got verse 1A swell, export, there we go. That should now. Ugh, that sounds gross without my filtering on. Can't be dealing with that horrible noise, there we go. And now let's add some sidechain. Sidechain compression, I should say, because sidechain you could legit have something else. Sidechain, vocal sidechain, okay. Let's add some subtle compression just to give it some room. It is flat. I might have to revisit this and maybe either take some. I almost want the sharper bit of the swell. That's what I'm feeling. I think that might be an option, but for now, I mean that's something I can tweak later. It's not really a big deal, but it feels weird. It's kind of the energy's feeling weird. Verse 1A swell volume, because I can always change the sample pretty quick. That shouldn't be too bad. It shouldn't be too painful, really. This one. Let's bring this down here. Solar Skeleton, welcome to the stream. First time chat, how are you doing? Oh, that's in completely the wrong place. Because I'm special. Yeah, you're right, mate. So I'm doing lots of fiddly technical work at the minute. What am I working at? What I'm working on is adding swells to vocals to fill in Earcandy on the track. So essentially, it's a bit of drum and bass that I'm working on. It's a remix I'm working on, and yeah, it's all these little small sounds that I just feel like a bit of a lead-in sound. So if I take it away, for example, commission. Oh no, I'm not singing it, but no, it's I'm friends with a vocalist, and it's her. She's already she's a singer. She's a singer, and yeah, basically she just said, "Look, do you want to? Here's my stems. Do you want to work on a remix?" I'm like, "Okay, I'll work on a remix." So I'm trying to get it finished, because she's obviously she wants it finished. So, dear. But it'll be my first proper official remix, I guess, because I've never done a remix. It's not really my thing, remixing stuff. I normally just make my own stuff from scratch. But I kind of like the vocals anyway, so I was not complaining, to be honest. So yeah, that's what I'm working on at the minute. But it's just a little bit tricky. I'm not happy with some of how this is sounding. I've got right here. There, it's great here. Loud, maybe. It just feels weird. I think I might have recorded this one wrong, this swell, because it just feels off. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. Very cool. Let me put it back from the beginning so I can have a listen to it properly. Because I've been listening to it in small sections. I've just been doing work. A lot of fiddly, small recording work and edits and stuff. Tiny edits. Overall, I've not really had a chance to listen to it in full. So let me save it here. What have we got? I missed a minute. Oh, hang on. What have I got going on there? I love to write lyrics, but my voice is not for singing. Oh, okay. Okay. What sort of lyrics do you write? Oh, very cool. Very interesting. What sort of stuff do you write then? That's good to know. It feels like too much is going on. You know what? It feels this here. I don't know. It just feels off. It feels off. I think I might have recorded it in the wrong key by accident. Now that's not too bad, but here, I don't know, there's just something about it, it's just... Not happy with that bit. Now, the one that I did last week, see, there's all sorts of things, because once I've started this process, it's not something that I can just... Once they're in there, it's difficult to take them out. Like this is where I started last week. And even there, it sounds different. Like, it sounds in key. I think what I've done... Let me check this. I can export... I think when I've re-imported it to add reverb on, I think I've recorded it and I've dragged it down into the wrong key. It feels that way. Maybe I've not done that, but it just feels weird. I said your Discord something that I'm working on. Okay, let me have a look. Ah, very good. Okay. Okay, I'm just reading your lyrics now. Very good. Okay. Oh, very good. Okay, interesting. There's a lot. Yeah, I mean, this will be... I've not done really anything with so many... that's not quite true. I'm quite selective with my vocals when I chop them. So it's like, that might all be there, and then I'll find something that will sound like a hook, and then I'll put that in. I don't. What sort of music is this one? Have you written these two? Like, what sort of stuff is it? Like hip hop? What was it? Like a guitar? Like a ballad? It's good. I just need to. I need to understand in my head what your idea is, so I get a feel for it. Because then I kind of have an idea. Rap rock, okay.
Come on, baby, let me see you pick your heart off the ground.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, understand. So see, now hip hop
Come on, baby, let me see you pick your heart off the ground.
is something that I find quite fun to make, but like I don't make it pure. Yeah, I don't make it purely because so many other people do, and it's like I don't want to just do more of the same. So that's why I do drum and bass. But that's not to say that I haven't dabbled in it, right? I've done a little bit, but I don't know if I've got it on. I have to find it on here. But that it's given me an interesting thought, that's for sure. That's given me an interesting thought. So it's something for me to think about. That's really cool. Yeah, thank you for joining my Discord though. That's very cool.
Come on, baby, let me see you pick your heart off the ground. Yeah, I'll dust it off now and find out.
Let me try one more putting this in here, because there's got to be. I don't know what it is, because if this one doesn't work as well.
Come on, baby, let me see you pick your heart off the ground. Yeah, I'll dust it off now and find out. Come on, baby, let me see you pick your heart off the ground. Yeah, I'll dust it off now and find out. Come on, baby, let me see you.
There, it's super quiet.
Dust it off now. Come on, baby, let me see you pick your heart off.
It's almost. I don't know if I want to say this is louder. It can't be louder. It doesn't make sense to it to be louder, but it almost sounds louder than the vocal. These parts of it. It's driving me crazy. It's actually driving me crazy. Let's have a look here. What's going on with this? Let's investigate. There's maybe, you know what, I've got an idea. This might solve something. It's a bit of a hack, but I might be able to retune it because I don't know what's happened. I think I've done something wrong. I think when I've recorded it, when I've added reverb to it, I think I've recorded it wrong. I really feel that. And I feel like I'm off by like half a semitone. So if I try and tune this into the key it's supposed to be with a sharp. Alright, we'll try that. And then maybe it's just a bad vowel. So then let's try this one. Let me borrow this for a sec. Let's borrow this one because this one worked quite well. This one sounds nice. Okay, what we've got here. Look, if you need help with lyrics or a friend need help with lyrics, you can contact me. All you ask for is credit. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, of course. Yeah, I'm more than happy to do that. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, to be honest, she writes as well, but she said the other day she was like she's struggling to write some stuff. So maybe should put you two in touch, see what you can do. I'm sure she wouldn't complain at that. To be honest, I don't know. I'll ask her. But yeah, I'll definitely keep that in mind, dude. I'm always after a vocalist or even lyrics or something. You know, I'm not quite confident enough yet to put my own voice. I've used my voice a little bit, but I just can't. It's the delivery. Do you know what I mean? It's a bit. See, that feels nicer because it's not as flat, right? Maybe I have to do a harmony of both. That kind of works. It kind of works. It's just one was feeling too flat, and this one, it's a different vowel. I think is really what it is. But I kind of like where it's at. Like it's kind of, it feels a bit more. energetic rather than downbeat, which is kind of what I'm after. So if I try this one more time here. And now make it quieter, because this is just a little bit overpowering there. Yeah, that feels good there. I like that. Alright, let's take it from top there. What have you got here? I think the tempo of the voice is not once with the bass one. In one or two places, the time is a little bit off here. So I need to. It's the problem is lining it up. But I do hear it. It's just order of priority right now. Because otherwise, I've been on stream before and I've been forever like, oh, is that just a little bit too quick? Like here, I think this one. I think it's like these bits here, the end bits. That feels fine. It's almost like a fraction too early, which is ironic because I moved it. Let me try this. Oh, why you just get something in chat? No, I'm not about that at all, man. I'm pretty chill. Oh no, I don't judge you at all, dude. No problem. No, it's good. No, don't worry about it. I'm glad for the feedback, if anything. Yeah, because the trouble is with this, because I'm using Serato sample, right? So here I have to, some of these bits I've had to chop off grid because it's been awkward to cut them, right? Which is not something that I typically, I try to cut it on the grid, but when it's missing a bit of vocal, oh, I look so concentrated and intimidating. You know what? It's not the first time I've heard that. It's not the first time. It won't be the last time. It's not a problem. I'm not intimidated, man. I'm pretty chill. It's like the face, concentration. Yes, absolutely. I hope I don't come across as too intimidating. That's not the plan, anyway. I'd like to think I'm quite a chilled up person, generally. Jeez. But yeah, the concentration, like, it's tricky, man. It's a lot. It's a lot. Almost maybe want that to be louder here, I don't know.
Gonna show you all these little things that I know about. Gonna show you around, you'll find out. Gonna show you all these little things that I know about. Gonna show you all these little things that I know about. Gonna show you all these little things that I know about.
Just nudging it off grid now. one feels way too early.
You'll find out.
There we go, let's try that.
Gonna show you all these little things that I know about. You'll find out.
Oh, it's super tricky doing it by ear. It's hard.
Gonna show you all these little things that I know about.
I think this one needs to come over.
Come on, baby, let me see you pick your heart off the ground. Yeah, lift it up now and
Let's have a look here. What's this one?
come on.
That is off grid.
Come on, baby, let me see you.
Now I've got to try and fix it then, because if it's driving you that mad, I need to sort it out, right?
Come on, baby, let me see you pick your heart off the ground. Yeah, lift it up now.
Almost, I'd say it's a fraction too fast.
Come on, baby, let me.
Let's just nudge it a slight amount.
Come on, baby, let me see you pick your heart off the ground. Yeah, lift it up now and come on, baby, let me see you pick your heart off. Come on, baby, come on, baby. Come on, baby, let me see you pick your heart off the ground. Come on, baby, let me see you pick your heart off the ground. Yeah, I'll dust it off now and find out. Come on, baby. Come on, baby, let me see you pick your heart off the ground. Yeah, I'll dust it off now and find out. Gonna show you all these little things that.
Okay, here we go. Song has the same vibe as Blue, Stully, Ultra Numb. Oh, okay. I don't know this one, but I'll have to find out. Although the last time I did something like that,
Gonna show you.
is that why? This is why, look. Because now I'm zoomed in, I see. Oh, do I adjust it here? Let me save it first, because if I get this wrong, it's an absolute nightmare.
Gonna show you all these little things that I.
It does sound a little early. Now I've corrected the other one. Here we go. Here. It's ever so slight.
Gonna show you all these little things that I know about. Gonna show you around, you'll find out. Gonna show you all these little things that I know about. I know about. I know about. And find out. Gonna show you all these little things that I know about. I know about. I know about. You'll find out.
Is that too fast or too slow?
You'll find out.
That's just okay. It feels.
Gonna show you all these little things that I know about. I know about. I know about. You'll find out. Gonna show you all these little things that I know about. I know about.
Yeah, no problem. No problem.
You'll find out.
This one is super hard to judge here. And the whole reason why I've got that is because I want that entire bit of the word. Is that on grid? What have I got here?
You'll find out.
I don't know which one's on grid and which one isn't. Oh, that's a nightmare to see. One of them is definitely on grid. That's G sharp. That's G sharp 1.
You'll find out. You'll find out.
almost feels too late.
You'll find,
Let's bring it back.
you'll find out. You'll find out. You'll find out.
Fractions of seconds.
You'll
It's
find
really
out.
super frustrating. Here we go.
You'll find out. You'll find out. Gonna show you all these little things that I know about. I know about. I know about. You'll find out.
Yeah, that is now so hard to think if I'm early or late. Right, okay, hang on. There's one way to solve this. I'll tell you what, this is the trickiest part. The trickiest part. Let me go here. And then I'm going to have to pause it. Right, give me a sec. Here we go. Yeah, that's what I thought. It's a little bit...
You'll find out.
Is that on grid?
You'll find out. Come on, baby, let me see you pick your heart off the ground. Yeah, dust it off now and find. Gonna show you all these little things that I know about. I know about. I know about. You'll find out.
That feels good. Problem solved. Yeah, thank you for that. It's something that has been bugging me for a while, but I just haven't.
You'll find out.
Always, that's what throws me off. It's the change in the beat as well. I like that. That's good. That is nice there. Now, why did that sound? Have I got something muted there? I don't. I'm not happy with this section here. This piano swell. I don't know if it's needed.
Shadow armies have a bounty and I'm tracking them down. No, I won't make a sound, you'll find out. Shadow armies have a bounty and I'm tracking them down.
So now here, what I've done here, I think that maybe is a little loud.
Shadow armies have a bounty and I'm
Okay, now here, there's another one here. They've got a different sample. Let's try the original. Oh. And maybe replace that first style of the piano with the one that I fixed here. Is it this one? Now, what I do need is to get rid of that, and hopefully, okay, problem solved. So now I can get rid of that. Oops, where have I gone? So only when you listen to in context that you then start picking up these issues. Let's put this here. It's 100% volume there, which is fine. It should be okay. It might even be too loud, but
You'll find all the hiccups only kick up, try to leave you unbound. You'll find all the hiccups only kick up, try to leave you unfound. Got it tied up and bound. You'll find shadow armies have a bounty and I'm tracking them down. No, I won't make a sound. You'll find out. Shadow armies have a bounty and I'm tracking them down.
Not terrible. Let's save it here. Oh, gosh. Oh, I'll tell you what, listen to it over and over again, bro. It's hard work. Trouble is, because I want it to sound like decent as well. I don't want to kind of half-ass it like I normally would. I'll just be like, chuck it together, it's fine. But I'm trying a little bit on this. I'm trying to be tasteful. You know what? I might mute this one because it's too much already.
Gonna show you all these little things that I know about. Gonna show you around, you'll find out. Gonna show you all these little things that I know about.
This one sounds better. I need to sort this out for over here.
Gonna show you all these little things that I know about. You'll find out.
Sure, that one. This is what throws me off This is throwing me off. It almost feels too early. Let me see. That is G sharp 1. If I go find this here, go find G sharp 1. I bet it's on grid. Can I? Oh gosh! If I move this, I'm gonna cry. Let me do that, and then I can. That doesn't work, does it? Can I recolor it? How the heck do I change the color? Just fine. That seems okay. Now that doesn't work. Of course, it doesn't. Super annoying when I do that. Right, okay. Let's bring this down here. It looks like it's on grid because I can't see any line. What's this one? Can I create a new one there? If I delete that. If I delete that. Yeah, that's not grid at all. Oh gosh. Undo. Okay, so this one, that's definitely on grid. But to my ear, it sounds weird. Guess it must be fine. So what I can do though, is I can fix this sample. Let's get this one exported. Now, here we go. So almost say this is coming in too strong. I don't know. Maybe. So what have we got here? We've got 100%. I think I could do something a little bit more, whoops, subtle than that. Sugar, there we go. Maybe if I do something like this. Let's try 88%. Is that going to be too much? Well, here it's going to need to be real short. Which is gonna be tricky. Let's grab that, copy it over. It's gonna be super tricky fitting this one in here. Definitely, I think that works, but it needs to be quieter. I like, it's funny. Has that got the sidechain involved? No, it doesn't. Let's get the sidechain in, and maybe that will clear it up. It may clean it up, it may help. So let's do that. Local sidechain. Let's go find the peak controller. Bam. There we go. Okay. Let me try that now. Welcome back. Just trying to mess with the other sample now. That I like, but it needs to be like way quieter here. Like it's just too on the nose, and I don't like it like that. So let's try way down. This is why I should export it really, but I'm getting tired. I've been doing this for a few hours now. 26.8-ish. Again. Super loud. Too early. Where is it? Yeah. I don't see half of it. I don't know if it's the PC.
You'll find.
Or I don't know. Hang on. So the song is made for, yeah, more or less. Basically, she gave me the stems. Like her original, there's more or less, yeah. I think the first half of the song that she did was all kind of like instrumental, drums, bass, all that jazz, right? That was basically for the first half. And then all that vocal came in the second half. And what I've tried to do is try to break it up to kind of spread it over the length of like a normal-ish kind of length of track. And so that's, yeah, essentially that's it. So it's quite short, but I have a habit of doing things like that anyway. I'm kind of going for like a half. She normally, what does she normally do? She kind of does, what does she normally do? Drum and bass, pop-ish kind of stuff. She did something recently with, it's kind of like a, what would you call it? Like almost like a fantasy-esque song. Like sort of like a, I don't know what you call it, like a Lord of the Rings-esque type thing. So that's something that she did recently. So all sorts, but she does a lot of drum and bass. She produces drum and bass. So she normally does her own vocals, which is, you know, it's cool. But she obviously has her own style of doing stuff. So what I've tried to do is just kind of change it up, make it a little bit more moody, because hers is like, her track is like way happier than mine. I try and change the vibe. It's what I do a lot. This one, no, I wouldn't say no, not evil. Like, kind of, I guess, kind of like in a way, almost like, what's she got? Yeah, almost kind of love songs, but it's kind of drum and bass. So it's kind of like, it's kind of that kind of vibe of it. That's what she kind of does. Which works for me, because like I take a lot of, I don't know, like R&B vocals, things like that, and I try to switch them up to change the vibe of them. So where something will should be quite like, I don't know, upbeat and happy, I'll try and change it to like make the vibe a bit more serious or a bit more aggressive, and that's kind of that's just how it is. I'm kind of like I'm trying to achieve like a halfway house between Liquid and Jungle. That's kind of my style. That's where I'm sitting in at the minute. So that's what I do a lot of work with that. But yeah, I mean, she does all sorts, but like mostly, I mean, you hear her voice anyway, so it gives you sort of a taste of what sort of stuff she does. Not too bad, I can live with that. All these slight adjustments of the freaking vocal, it's hard. And all of that is because I'm trying to do it off grid, because when I've chopped it on grid, there's like the trailing beginning of the vocal gets chopped off, and then it sounds weird. So, well, I hope she'll like my type of lyrics. If she wants to, well, I'll show her, and then see what she thinks, right? So that's not a problem. And then yeah, I mean, if she's cool to work with you, she'll just reach out to you. Do you know what I mean? So that's not a problem at all. For me, it's no skin off my nose. Like if she does more lyrics, and if I get to use them, awesome. I'm not going to complain at all. Because vocalists is like the hardest thing to come by. And it's nice to have unique vocals as well. That's what I also like. Outside of that, it's trying to find some obscure sample. See, now that just it's majorly just feels way too quick. Let's try that again, shall we? But yeah, I mean, I use stuff off Splice, but like I'll change the vibe. Some of the stuff I use on Splice, it's like quite. You get like stuff that's quite poppy, or it's like kind of like synthwave, kind of beep beep beep. Yeah, she was. Yeah, she mentioned it the other day that she was like, oh, I'm having a bit of a. I assume it's like a writer's block, right? And she's like, oh, I'm so sorry, I can't get these lyrics out. And I was just like, look, don't. It's not a stress. I'm not stressing over it because I've got loads to work on, right? But yeah, I mean, so it might give her some ideas. So yeah, maybe if you two work together, it could be an idea. So you never know. I'll put you in touch. I'll speak to her, see what she says, because unfortunately, like most of us, it's not our full-time thing, right? So she's got a job as well. So yeah, I'll let her know. I'll let her know for sure. I'm getting there. It's dialing this in, man, because it just felt because I'm having to chop it. It's just chopping it off grid. That's the hardest bit. No, she's from the US. This voice is definitely a US voice, man. Definitely a US voice. Where's the? Yeah, here we go.
Gonna show you all these little things that I know about. I know about. I know about. I know about.
Definitely not UK. No, it's only me. Oh, you're from Romania. Very cool. Nice. There you go. That's better. Alright, let me save that there. Oh, you're living in Germany. Oh, okay, nice. How do you find it there? Yeah, I've never been to Germany. I've been to Italy. Been a few times, but I've never been to Germany. It's about the only place I've been is Italy. Ah, times are different here. Yeah, she's a good 4-5 hours behind me, so yeah. You know what I almost feel like I need? Like I've got an impact here somewhere. I've got like, where have I got impacts? There's something else to just add in. I need, what I'm feeling now is stuff like, not like that. Not like that. Maybe something like this. I'll be on another future. Yeah, you are, mate. Yes, you are. I'm almost thinking. I don't. You know what? Maybe something like this. I think. Yeah, because what I'm feeling now. Because the more things that I'm fixing in here, what I like is like you start hearing other things. Let's try and mix this together.
Shadow armies have a bounty and I'm tracking them down. No, I won't make a sound, you'll find out. Shadow armies have a bounty and I'm tracking them down. All these hiccups only kick up, try to leave you unfound. Got it tied up and bound.
I think that's quite nice.
Shadow armies have a bounty and I'm
yeah, it was too loud. Yeah, I'd literally created a new track, so that was at 0 dB. So I had to mix it back in. Don't worry, I am hearing, but I appreciate that. I dude. All right, let me just grab this over here. Yeah, I apologise for the shock in volume. Never the intention. I'm just trying to find. Yeah, maybe a little more down.
Come on, baby, let me see you pick your heart off the ground. Come on, baby, let me see you pick your heart off the ground. Yeah. Come on, baby, let me see you pick your heart off the ground. Yeah, I'll dust it off now and find out. Gonna show you all these little things that I know about. Gonna show you around, you'll find out. Gonna show you all these little things that I know about. I know about. Gonna show you all these little things that I know about.
Try a little more down.
Gonna show you. Come on, baby, let me see you
That
pick your
feels
heart
nice
off the
there.
ground. Yeah, I'll dust it off now.
Yeah, no worries. I need to sleep soon anyway. Really, I got work in the morning. So yeah, no, there's no problem. Yeah, I'll let you know. I'll let you know what it says. Oh, good. So I'm glad you found me as well. I'm glad you popped along and you said hello. It's been good, and you gave me a little feedback on my vocal timing, which is perfect. That was excellent, man. Thank you. I appreciate that. It's one of those things where I'm not sure, because like I hear it myself, you get used to it, so it's nice when someone comes in and tells me. But yeah, I appreciate that, dude. But either way, I'll let you get some sleep. I've got to call it in a minute soon anyway, because I really need to I got to get some sleep soon for work anyway, because I stay up far too late. Something's not going to finish. I'm curious about the result. Okay, yeah, no problem. We'll do. Yeah, no problem, man. No problem. Still, I'm working on the little bits now. Yeah, cheers, dude. Thank you very much. Thank you, mate. I appreciate it. Yeah, catch you later. I don't need this one. Or it's too loud, right? I don't know. Is it my imagination? Or is that just too loud here? Maybe it's okay. I'm getting tired, so it's difficult now. This is the realm where you start making stupid mixing decisions, right? Now I've upset it because I saved at the wrong time. What I want to look for is, I don't know what atmosphere stuff I've got or what I want to use, to be fair. Is that too much? That's an idea. It's an idea. And I grabbed these for a reason. Let me try something, right? Let me try something here. Should we do this? Atmosphere. Let's just give it just an idea, because there's things that there's just subtle things that just need putting in, and I just feel like Shadow Army, Windy Desert, maybe, I don't know, something like that, just to give it a little bit of, I don't know what the term is. Right, let's go right from the beginning. Just adds a little something. I think this is good. I think we're okay here.
Come on, baby, let me see you pick your heart off the ground. Dust it off now. Come on, baby, let me see you pick your heart off the ground. Yeah, dust it off now and fight. Come on, baby, let me see you pick your heart off the ground. Come on, baby, let me see you pick your heart off the ground. Yeah, dust it off now and fight.
This feels wrong now.
Come on, baby, let me. Come on, baby, let me see you pick your heart off the ground. Yeah, dust it off now and fight. Come on, baby, let me and fight. Come on, baby, let me see you pick your heart off the ground. Come on, baby, let me see you pick your heart off the ground. Yeah, dust it off now and fight. Come on, baby, let me see you pick your heart off the ground. Come on, baby, let me see you pick your heart off the ground. Yeah, I'll dust it off now and find out. Come on, baby, let me see you pick your heart off the ground. Yeah, I'll dust it and find out. Come on, baby, let me see you pick your heart off the ground. Yeah, I'll dust it off now and find out. Gonna show you all these little things that I know about. Gonna show you around, you'll find out. Gonna show you all these little things that I know about. I know about, I know about, and find out. Gonna show you all these little things that I know about. I know about, I know about, and find out. Gonna show you all these little things that I know about. I know about, I know about, you'll find out. Gonna show you all these little things that I know about. I know about, I know about, and find out. Gonna show you all these little things that I know about. I know about, I know about, you'll find out.
Just checking timing again now, because when it played that first drop, it just then felt it was too behind. I can't.
Find out.
drums.
Shadow armies have a bounty and I'm tracking them down. No, I won't make a sound, you'll find out. Shadow armies have a bounty and I'm tracking them down. Shadow armies have a bounty and I'm tracking them down.
I feel like, hang on. Almost feel like these should swap around like this. Actually, these are silly decisions I'm making now. I should not do things like that. Nice if I could change a relative volume velocity on it. That would be cool. But that's looking good. Oh, that's minorly annoying. Here we go. Okay, let's do 80% there. Cancel. Tighten up, we'll do some velocity tweaks probably next time. %, feels good though on the top line generally. I'm just trying to put a little bit of separation in. Almost a little bit overpowering, especially because they're all 100% velocity in a minute. Not too clever. I almost want like super subtle, silent, quiet piano. If a vocal at the beginning doesn't sound bad, then I'll call it there, and then yeah, next time I'll have to do some tweaks. I might do something new because it's very close to finish. I've got little bits of atmosphere and stuff to add in.
Come on, baby, let me see you pick your heart off the ground. Come on, baby, let me see you pick your heart off the ground. Dust it off now. Come on, baby, let me see you pick your heart off the ground. Yeah, dust it off now and find it. Come on, baby, let me see you pick your heart off the ground. Come on, baby, let me see you pick your heart off the ground. Yeah, I'll dust it off now and find out. Gonna show you all these little things that I know about. Gonna show you.
So now here, almost a problem. This one.
Come on, baby. Come on, baby, let me see you pick your heart off the ground. Come on, baby, let me see you pick your heart off. Come on, baby, let me see you.
It's almost a little too far behind.
Come on, baby. Come on, baby, let me see you pick your heart off the ground. Yeah, I'll dust it off now and find out. Gonna show you all these little things that I know.
That bit's fine.
Come on, baby, let me see you pick your heart off the ground. Yeah, I'll dust it off now and find out. Gonna show you all these little things that I know about. Gonna show you around, you'll find out. Gonna show you all these little things that I know about. I know about, I know about, and find out. Gonna show you all these little things that I know about. I know about.
So I'm gonna have to re-record this because I've moved that sample, I think.
Come on,
right?
baby, let me see you pick your heart off the ground.
that?
Yeah, I'll dust it off now and find out.
C
Gonna show
sharp.
you all these little things that I know about. Gonna show you around, you'll find out. Gonna show you all these little things that I know about. I know about, I know about, and find out. Gonna show you all these little things that I know about. I know about,
It's pretty good. Not too
Come on,
good.
baby, let me see you pick your heart off the ground. Dust it off now. Come on, baby, let me see you pick your heart off the ground. Yeah, dust it off now and find it. And find it. Come on, baby, let me see you pick your heart off the ground. Come on, baby, let me see you pick your heart off the ground. Yeah, I'll dust it off now and find out. Gonna show you all these little things that I know about. Gonna show you around, you'll find out. Gonna show you all these little things that I know about. I know about, I know about.
Okay, let me have a look here. Have we got a movement here? I think we do. I think that is definitely.
Come on, baby, let me see. Come on, baby, let me see you pick your heart off the ground. Yeah, I'll dust it off now and find out. Gonna show you. Come on, baby, let me see you pick your heart off the ground. Yeah, I'll dust it. Come on, baby, let me see you pick. Gonna show you all. Come on, baby, let me see you pick your heart off the ground. Come on, baby, let me see you pick your heart off the ground. Come on, baby. Come on, baby, let me. Come on, baby, let me see you pick your heart off the ground. Come on, baby, let me. Come on, baby, let me. Come on, baby, let me see you pick your heart off the ground. Yeah, I'll dust it off now and find it. And find it. Come on, baby, let me see you pick your heart off the ground. Come on, baby, let me see you pick your heart off the ground. Yeah, I'll dust it off now and find out. Gonna show you all these little things that I know about. Gonna show you around, you'll find out. Gonna show you all these little things that I know about. I know about, I know about, and find out. Gonna show you all these little things that I know about. I know about, I know about, you'll find out.
Do you know what? I don't know why. I really feel like it's probably maybe a foolish idea. But like, if I get almost like a second atmosphere, atmosphere 2, right? What have we got here? Super low rumble, but maybe. It's an idea, maybe a bad one, but like, I just feel like there needs to be something in the breakdown because there's so little in it. It's just trying to make sure it's the right sound. Oh no, what did I do? Have I put it like a million miles away? I think I have. I don't know where it's gone. Oh, jeez. Oh, it's okay. Right, where's the breakdown? Yeah. Right there. Okay. So, for example, if I do this.
You'll find out.
Or maybe because there's more going on in the break, we could remove that actually. Let's grab this one. Let's put this in. Breakdown, where art thou? Not far. Here. Double check this one.
Shadow armies have a bounty and I'm tracking them down. No, I won't make a sound, you'll find out. Shadow armies have a bounty and I'm tracking them down. You'll find out. Shadow armies have a bounty and I'm tracking them down. No, I won't make a sound, no, I won't make a sound. All these hiccups only keep the battle, leave you unbound. Gotta tie up and bound, you'll find out.
It's not too bad. I think I'm gonna save it there, and then I'll have to listen with fresh. Sorry about that. I have to listen with fresh ears and whatnot because like it's getting late. It's nearly midnight here. Anyway, gosh, went an hour longer than I planned to. Thank you again for anyone who's tuned in. Thank you for follows and whatnot. That's much appreciated. I will probably catch you next Wednesday, I guess. So, well, definitely Sunday, but next Wednesday. So let me, what I'll do, what am I going to do? Yeah, well, hopefully have a good night. Hopefully it's been somewhat educational, I suppose. I know it's been a tricky one because there's lots of small, tiny edits, which is time consuming. But yeah, if it needs doing, it needs doing. Do you know what I mean? So anyway, thank you again. I'll leave you be. I'll play this out and then yeah, I'll call it there. So thank you again, everyone, and I'll catch you next time. Peace.
Come on, baby, let me see you pick your heart off the ground. Come on, baby, let me see you pick your heart off the ground. Dust it off now. Come on, baby, let me see you pick your heart off the ground. Yeah, dust it off now and come on, baby, let me see you pick your heart off the ground. Come on, baby, let me see you pick your heart off the ground. Yeah, I'll dust it off now and find out. Gonna show you all these little things that I know about. Gonna show you around, you'll find out. Gonna show you all these little things that I know about. I know about, I know about, and find out. Gonna show you all these little things that I know about. I know about, I know about, you'll find out. You'll find out. All these hiccups only keep them trying to leave you unbound. All these hiccups only got it tied up and bound. All these hiccups only keep them trying to leave you unbound. Got it tied up and bound, you'll find. You'll find. All these hiccups only keep them trying to leave you unbound. All these hiccups only keep them trying to leave you unfound. Got it tied up and bound, you'll find out. Shadow armies have a bounty and I'm tracking them down. No, I won't make a sound, you'll find out. Shadow armies have a bounty and I'm tracking